Good morning. The bulletin for Monday, the 11th of December 2023. Our historically high skew on the retail sentiment. There's 27 people trying to sell indices versus the one person buying. So the thing is that keep adding short, and they're going to probably get punished, to be fair. The technicals really pumped, so they got reset to 84 out of 100. And that 84 is calculating this. There's a load of greens down here. That's why we've got a good score up here. VIX dumped on Friday. Everything else rallied. Difference from last Monday, they added short on France 40, the German 40, and they've added short on the UK 100. They've also gone long dollar Swiss as well. But if they're going to keep adding short, then it's going to impact the big picture. And I think inevitably, eventually, they'll have to give up, won't they? And then we'll start seeing the sign of them giving up on this box up here, this rectangle. Okay, so once that goes red, that's going to really help the idea of us topping out on risk. Okay, so it's all very, very crazy. It's quite tiring to watch, because I know there's people trying to short the indices and they're getting blown up. So it's a little bit depressing watching them blow their accounts up. Which is, but if they watch the bulletin, then they'll know that they should only buy. They shouldn't really be selling, because you look at the multi-year chart on like Nasdaq or something like that, it's just mega strong, isn't it? It's just ridiculously strong. You wouldn't really want to be fighting that trend. So QDB scores quickly, I guess, and we can see CAD yen, dollar yen, Aussie Kiwi, pound Kiwi at the top, and we got the Euro pound, which isn't so good for us because we had a long Euro USD, Kiwi Swiss, Euro Swiss. So a little bit of Euro weakness here, and they've gone long on yen, and so price has fallen. Okay, so that's that. Robot time. Let's have a look. We've only got the one signal. There's not been enough deviation on the bubbles, and we've got an NU buy, which might go to a stop loss. But we had an okay week. Friday, it did eat up a lot of profits from Thursday. We had a good day Thursday, and unfortunately, Friday sort of took a big chunk of those profits out. So we'll have to see how we go for CPI and FOMC. If they go bad for those two risk events, we'll just simply put the robot to sleep. Now, it's worth noting the Euro USD is breaking pitchfork. Okay, so I was going to target the stop loss cluster, then sell to the stop loss cluster, but I don't think we got it. We came really close. We didn't quite get it. So we still might get it, and then we're going to have a pitchfork break, and then we'll be quite strongly bearish there. So it might just want to grab that liquidity first and then come down to the stop loss cluster. Okay, so might be like a little trap here potentially. So wait for the stop loss cluster to get probed, and okay, so that's job done, and then you can go to the SLC below. Okay, that's what I do. It's easy way to make money. It's just that people ask if this is going to go up or down. I don't know, but I know that it's probably going to go to the stop loss cluster. Technically, we're trending higher because we've got a pitchfork that's ascending, but we're breaking the pitchfork, so quite bearish. Let's start with the gold, and so I thought we might be getting a buy here. They were going to sell it against the moving average, but we might not get the crossover. But you could look for longs potentially once we get the crossover. See, they went long up here, so we'd fallen quite heavily, and they need to sell it now for this to come up. Okay, so that's the gold. Gold's going to be something I'll be trading this week. So remember 1999, 2000 was obviously a key level, and keep an eye on that crossover. So let's have a look at S&P. And choppy and pretty horrible, to be fair, and looks like we're getting the risky sell. Yeah, we have just got the risky sell, so I don't know what they're going to do here, whether or not they're going to buy or sell, but we have got the risky sell because they're going long, so we should be falling. And if we do top out on risk, this is going to add some safe haven flows into the market, so you want to be keeping an eye on dollar and yen and things like that, and the treasury yields. So potentially topping on the S&P. Okay, US 30 probably nowhere near crossover. No, it's still got a bit of distance there. And but likewise, you know, if they start going long or less shorts, we're going to get the risky sell, and then we know we can map a box as a resistance box, but we can't map the box yet because we've not got the crossover. Okay, and then DAX. Then we'll have a look at DAX because he's been an absolute beast. And right, so we have got the sell, so we can map a box there. Okay, very thin box, and we should be below this box because they've gone long or less short. So less short is basically saying they were short, they were selling, but this is them getting blown up. Okay, this is them leaving the casino. It's either them going long or less short, but I think it'd be less short because look at this. Look at the percentage, 8.6%, which is crazy how skewed this market's become. So I think this is less short, and this could be a top here with the S&P. Okay, so possibly maybe a risk-off day today, and so you've got to be careful with things like this, the Kiwi USD, where it's obviously risky. You know, we're quite risky against the USD, so these are risk-on currencies, pairs that you'd be trading if you think we're going to be risk-on, but it looks like we might be a bit toppy on S&P. So we'll have to wait and see, won't we? And trade from SLC to SLC is a hell of a lot easier, and then you've got your targets and your stop loss, haven't you? So it's pretty easy, and that's that. So I think maybe we might come up, get the SLC above, grab that liquidity, and then we'll come down, and by the time we get up there this would be larger. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, it might not go to the larger one of the two, it might just want to get that one first and then make sure this is a little bit more ripe, and it's you know, it's like feeding the chicken, isn't it? It's just biding its time, waiting for the chicken to get a little bit fatter, and by the time it gets that one, this is going to be quite ripe and be ready for the kill. So up potentially, then down. However, like I say, if we top out on indices, we might just continue lower and get the SLC below. So you've got to keep an eye on your risk appetite. Remember to trade safely, and I'll speak to you guys soon.